What's going on, guys, and welcome back to episode number 70 of this Pentagon challenge. If you weren't here for last episode, it was a massive episode. We managed to clinch our second of the 5 trophies that we need to get this challenge completed. However, we have spent some time finding ourselves a new club. We've not actually advanced very far in terms of game time, which may give you a slight indication as to where we are. We've already completed South Africa or Africa. We've already completed South America. There are 3 continents left to conquer. We have to conquer North America, we have to conquer Asia, and obviously Europe being the big one, which ideally I would like to end on, to be honest. I think finishing in Europe is probably the best way to go about things. We've scoured the world. We found a job that whilst I didn't want this job, it was kind of too good to turn down. This is my new club. Let's get into things.
The answer to the question everybody wants to know. LeBron, what's your decision?
In this fall, man, this is very tough. In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach.
So then, guys, this is probably why you will understand that I didn't necessarily want this job. However, the allure of Inter Miami, I think, was probably too good to turn down. If I were to do North America, I would have ideally liked to have been in Mexico. If we look at things here, they actually did play in the CONCAF Champions League. It was won by Cruz Azul, but if you look at this, right, Cruz Azul, Mexican, American, Mexican. You have to go back until a long way. There's not exactly been an abundance of dominance in this competition from American teams. That's kind of why I wanted to go down the route of Mexico. However, we've landed in America. We are at Inter Miami. Things, as you can tell from the league table on the left-hand side of the screen, not going very well. We find ourselves in 13th. If we open up the league tables, we are in 13th in the Eastern Conference final. Eastern Conference, not in the Eastern Conference finals. We are 13th in the Eastern Conference. The reason I took this job, right, we're 5 points outside of the playoffs with a decent amount of games to go. I have no expectations about what this season could be. As you can tell, we're in the middle of June. And this club is an absolute mess. I'm going to kind of give you a bit of a whistle-stop tour of the club. There's a big challenge at Inter Miami, but I would love to bring the trophy back, or any trophy, to Inter Miami. They've not won anything for a long period of time, or ever in their club history, I don't think. If we go into their setup here, as you can see, we've not taken charge of a game just yet. I love the Inter Miami kits, though. Absolutely love the kits. Love the kits. In terms of their general stuff, fierce rivals Orlando City, we can figure that out. You know, we can deal with all this. In terms of their facilities, this is one of the main reasons why I was drawn to them. Obviously, they've got excellent training and youth facilities and excellent youth recruitment. Youth coaching we could probably do with improving. They've got a 20-year stadium sponsorship, 2.32 million for the MLS. It's actually pretty good. Very nice stadium. Obviously, David Beckham is part of that. They do have some affiliates, but they're not very good. So I may try and look for a different one. Actually, I'm just going to do it now. There we go. Board request. Look for senior affiliate. Hopefully we can pick up something, but for me, Inter Miami pose an interesting challenge. So if we look at their schedule, as I said, they were in the CONCACAF Champions League. They were in there at the quarterfinal stage. Won in the quarterfinals against Deportivo Guadalajara. Then they got Cruz Azul, who actually did win the trophy. They won the trophy. They got beat in the semi-finals. After that, though, guys, this run of form has been shocking. And you can kind of see why their manager has been sacked. They've recently just lost on penalties in the Lamar Hunt US Open. They've also just lost to the New York Red Bulls. However, New York Red Bulls obviously do have a little bit of pedigree over the competition and over the MLS because of who they are, because of the Red Bull sort of links, but also the fact that they have won the CONCACAF Champions League not too long ago. So I'd still say they are a pretty big side. However, this is a long journey, and I don't think this is going to be a quick win in America. We've got a decent amount of games to kind of get ourselves into the playoffs. The rules set, I've kind of had a quick look. It's an absolute mess. If we go into the rules, honestly, I don't know. We're in the first round, Eastern Conference first round. Here we go. So the winners qualify for the semis. We're not in the first. Are we not in the first round? Group stage. Surely we're in the group stage. Okay, we are in the group stage. So we need to finish inside the top 7 to qualify for the Eastern Conference first round. And then obviously the first round winners qualify for the semis, final. Then you have the MLS Cup. If you win the MLS Cup, 4 teams qualify for the CONCACAF Champions League first round. So this is where we need to be, guys. We need to somehow get ourselves into playoff contention and get ourselves into the first round of the playoffs, and then anything can happen. Anything can happen in the playoffs. We all know that. In terms of the squad, and obviously we're going to carry over the clinical Chiefs formation. I need to figure out some stuff here, guys. We don't have a left back for a start. We've got international players. We've also got designated player internationals playing on an international contract. The MLS rules are going to blow my mind. Hopefully we can kind of bring some success here. This is the team at the moment. Caputo is our best player. He looks sensational. Comes from Argentina. Has been via Flamengo and Boca Juniors, so you know he's actually a very good player. He is a deep line playmaker. He is going to be our main player. We need to somehow keep hold of him and kind of build around it. Obviously, where we are in the MLS, we are going to have a draft at some point. That will be coming soon. But the team, in terms of its overall ability, not stacked in any way, shape or form. We need to do a lot of work to improve this team. When we took charge, we were given the opportunity to basically sack all the staff. So I did. They were all woeful. So next episode, we will show you this screen and sort of we can take a look at how things are looking. This is such a big thing for me. Staff are massive. So we will be looking to change this. And obviously, we will be looking to somehow manage to sneak our way into playoff contention, I guess. I don't think 5 points is insurmountable, given the amount of games we do have left. In terms of games left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 games left in the MLS. We're not in any cup competitions anymore. So, hypothetically, we should be doing okay. In terms of the Supporters' Shield, we are way down there. This is the 2 conferences merged together, the East and the West, and we are down in 23rd. We're not the worst team in the MLS, but we're a ways down there. What happens if you win the Supporters' Shield, just out of curiosity? Does that get you in the CONCACAF anything? 4 teams qualify, depending on the winner of the Lamar Hunt Open. Rules for the Lamar Hunt Open. Winners qualify semi-final. Winners qualify for the CONCACAF. Okay, so there's a couple of different routes that you can go down in the MLS to actually get into the CONCACAF Champions League. That's the one we need to win. But we're not too worried about the Supporters' Shield, especially this season. We're already out of the Lamar Hunt Cup. It's just the Eastern Conference that we need to try and gain some ground. We are in 13th out of 14. We need to somehow get inside that top 7. And what better way to do it with today's game? It is the first game as Inter Miami manager. We are taking on New York City FC away at Yankee Stadium. As you can see, we've already, the board are accepting that. We've put in a trial offer for Ian Hodge, who's a left back. We do need a left back, so fingers crossed we can actually get in and turn some stuff around here. Philadelphia Union are the team in 7th, so obviously we need to keep an eye on that. We do have 2 games against Chicago Fire, which is going to be tough, but hopefully we can start to turn a tide. In terms of our club vision right now, all we are expected to do is to not finish bottom. Let me show you that super quick. Avoid finishing bottom, be competitive in the Supporters' Shield. I I don't know how we can do that, to be perfectly honest. And they're not judging on the Lamar Hunt Cup. We just need to get the job done in the MLS. So, Hodge is here. Oh, he's not very good. Ender Kelly has been placed on the waiver list. I need to learn this. I think I'm going to have a conversation with Reezy to kind of understand this, because he's done a series in the MLS. And I have no idea. No idea at all. Anyway, we're going into the game. We're going to take on New York City. This is the formation, guys. You know what the formation is. There's bad issues everywhere. Fairly decent partnership here. This has major issues, and I completely understand why. I don't usually take a look at that because it makes me sad. We don't have a left back. We do not have a left back. We need to sort that issue out. Hopefully we can do that. But this is the team. Austin, Nunes, Latoro, Friedkin. Smith is right back, playing left back. Daniel Smith, he's bang average, and he can't play left back. So this is going to be good. Antonocci, Capallo, Arthur Williams, Lawson, Bersha, and Farrell up front. He actually looks like he can put the ball in the back of the net. He's not consistent, but he likes big matches. So this is going to be interesting to see how he does get on. He's got good pace. Hopefully we can do some damage here. Lawson, again, is going to be another key area for us. Again, he has the consistency, but he doesn't do necessarily well in big matches. Right-footed. He has a lot of the attributes that we kind of look for in that attacking midfield spot. So hopefully, if we submit this team, they don't know the formation. Obviously, we've been in charge for like a day at this point. I guess let's just see what happens. No one massive in terms of the New York team that I recognize in terms of name. I don't know if that's positive or not. I know how hard you're all working to end this poor run of form. Today's the day. Let's give that a go. Oh, tunnel interview. Let's just send my assistant. I've obviously not done the responsibilities yet. So this is the team then. They have a couple of real players in their midst. I'm going to need to change the camera angle because it's going to be behind the goal from obviously the last game. It is already back at director. Happy days. So let's get into it. New York obviously in the all blue. We are in the white and the pink. Can we somehow get a result here? That is fantastic. That is a great start. 2 minutes in, Frank Farrell has scored. Oh man, I love this. I love starting a new club. This is fantastic from the boys here. Arthur Williams cuts it back out to the right back. Nunes, absolute unselfish. Farrell taps it in. Empty goal effectively. Fantastic. 0.76 XG on that. We move up to 11th already if we continue with these 3 points. You love to see it. Also shows the strength of this formation thus far. I understand the New York side isn't necessary. This New York side isn't the best one, even coming out of New York, but you've got to start somewhere, right? Capulto gets there. Love that from him. Goes all the way back to a defender. We're actually attacking down the left-hand side, which is difficult for us because we don't necessarily have too many left-sided players. I have a feeling, I have a feeling the MLS is going to have a lot of goals in it. I think it's going to be similar to South Africa. I think if we can outscore people, I think we'll be okay. That's my thought process. If we can outscore people, I think we'll be okay. If we can find a goalkeeper who's solid but not spectacular, just like we did it with Palmer. Joseph Martinez is still at Atalanta United. Corner for New York then. We get that danger clear. Can we do something? From memory, we've just had that one shot at the start of the game, and it was a tap-in. Obviously, we scored, but it was a tap-in nonetheless. Send Miller. Miller's got pace here. Farrell even. It's not Miller. Miller was who I had in South Africa. Send it through to Frank Farrell for his second of the game. Nice counter-attacking goal. As I said, this guy, I can work with this guy up top. He knows how to put the ball in the back of the net. Yeah, he may not have had the best goal-scoring career history thus far, but in terms of what we're looking for, he's got pace. He can put the ball in the back of the net. He's consistent but doesn't like big matches, I think. This is where we're going to get caught out. Nunes goes for a challenge, doesn't get there. Hernandez just... There's a lot of work to do with this defense, guys. An awful lot of work to do. The goals we've conceded so far are just shocking. Absolutely shocking. Can we get something out of this game? We've had the lead twice inside the first 40 minutes. The goals we're conceding are just shocking. I don't know what else to say. Like, cross comes in, that's in. Oh, massive block. Massive block. This is really it. The pressure is off in terms of the MLS at the moment, because the only expectation that I'm putting on myself is that is being put on me is from me. I want us to do well. I want us to somehow get into that playoff picture. 2-2. 2-2 at halftime. Frank Farrell getting off to an absolute flyer. In terms of his career, though, has he been a good goal scorer? No. 17 and 35 is all right. 7 rating. Okay. We can deal with this. We can deal with this. Right. I'm actually pleased with how things are going. 2 goals away from home. They are a team that are better than us. They're up in 9th according to the current table. My issue is I don't know what I've got off the bench. 65 minutes in. Lawson not playing very well. What options do we have? Oh my god. I mean, he's not playing very well, is he? So let's bring on Estafias, who looks like he can pass the ball, but he can't play cam. Can any of my central midfielders play central attacking midfield? Okay, and he can. So let's swap those 2 around. He's actually having a good game as well. Joe Dickin. He's not a midfielder. He's not a midfielder. This squad depth is awful. Right, let's bring on Josh Pauls. Bersha's actually playing an okay game, but he's not doing it in terms of 6.5 yellow card. Let's make that change. As an inside forward, despite being a striker, I think Pauls can actually do okay here. Big test for the goalkeeper here. And Austin makes a save for the first time as Inter Miami manager. 65 minutes into the game of the highlights that we've seen. That is a flat kick, and I do not like that. Just inviting the pressure back in. Crossfield ball from New York City then. Cross comes in. We get that initial danger clear. Pauls heads it out almost to the halfway line. Rodriguez on the ball then. And they are camped in our half here, aren't they? Can we somehow maybe get them on the counter-attack? Farrell, that's just a bad pass. These are such bad passes, and I'm all for it. And that's a goal. Welcome to the MLS, Steve. That's all I can say. Welcome to the MLS. Right, we're going to go very attacking for the last 20. With the hope that we can maybe somehow snatch a draw here. That free kick wasn't too bad. Goalkeeper comes out and claims it. Atalanta. Oh, this guy's going to score a hat-trick, isn't he? Nunes steps across nicely. Actually gets an interception there. Farrell, can he get the ball? No. New York City crowd him out. Ball goes long, win that header, we do. No one in the midfield is picking it up. Obviously, this will come as we train this formation. This is brand new to everyone at the moment. We've been in the club like a day, and they've scored again. Oh, mama. This is going to be tough. This defense, man. This defense needs all sorts. Throwing for us, then. It looks so positive, scoring 2 minutes in on our debut in America. Pause, back to the edge of the area. Estafias bins that one right over the crossbar. As I said, this club needs a complete and utter rebuild. Obviously, they've not actually been founded for that long. Farrell, though, looks like a shining light in this team, potentially. 2 goals early doors. He looks sharp. 7.7 in terms of the rating. Maybe we just have to try and make do around him with other opportunities. There's no point in marking that guy with 4 minutes left, is there? I know we've gone very attacking, but there's no real excuse for how sloppy and bad that is, man. Okay. So having gone over 100 games as manager of the Kaiser Chiefs without a defeat, we lose on our opening day, and I'm going to send the assistant. We lose on our opening game as Inter Miami manager. I think that has really hammered home how big of a challenge this is going to be. We need to completely rebuild the squad. We need to completely rebuild off the field as well. This is the guy who scored all the goals. Look at this when he is absolutely sensational. So no wonder. How on earth have they managed to pick him up? They paid 7.25 million for him. Fair play. Okay, we're getting to a period of time where the English or the European contracts are going to be up. That's going to have to be our play. That is going to have to be our play. We need to rebuild things on the pitch. We need to rebuild things off the pitch. This is going to be one hell of a challenge, guys. In terms of bringing you guys back for another game, who knows? Who knows, guys? I think I'll probably bring you back for the games against Real Salt Lake. Hopefully, we should have done a little bit there. They're a decent team. They're in 13th. It's sort of in and around where we are. They are obviously in the Western Conference. We are 13th in the Eastern Conference, so I think it'll be a decent little one. Hopefully, we can put some games together and actually get a few decent results. Challenge number 3, though, begins right now, and that was a very tough game to kick things off against New York City. If you are enjoying this series, guys, and this is a perfect time to start, see it's challenge number 3. Don't forget to drop a like on it down below and subscribe if you are new around here. Inter Miami, I'm hoping will bring some interesting new people into the series. It's been a fantastic one thus far, but I think this is going to be our hardest challenge yet. Don't forget to hit that sub button down below and ring that bell so you're told every time that I upload a video, guys. But until next time, take care, and I'll see you on this challenge very, very soon.